Good morning, children. Sai Ram. Welcome to our science class. So, today also we are going to continue with chapter number 11 Light, Sound, and Force. So, we have learned about light in the last class, isn't it? So, we have learned sources of light and how do we see things, reflection. So all these things we have learnt in the last class. So today we are going to learn about sound and force. Okay, force and energy. Okay, today we are going to learn about three things: sound, force and energy. Okay, so first let's see about sound. Okay, so where do we hear sound? So we can hear sound everywhere, isn't it? So when we move any things, then it will produce sound, isn't it? So when you see a moving car, then you will hear sound, isn't it? So when you listen to any music, then you can hear the sound. So sound is everywhere in the world. Okay, so there are two types of sound. One is pleasant, next one is unpleasant. So what are the pleasant sounds? So birds chirping, isn't it? So when you listen to any musical instrument, so these are all pleasant sound, isn't it? So what are all unpleasant sounds? So when you hear the cracker sound, aeroplane sound, isn't it? Or even when you hear music very loudly, so these are all unpleasant sound, isn't it? Unpleasant sound. So this unpleasant sound is called noise. Okay, this unpleasant sound is called noise. So we have learned pleasant and unpleasant sound. So how the sound is produced? Do you know how the sound is produced? See, for example, when you pluck a string of a guitar, okay, when you pluck a string of a guitar, then you will hear the sound it produced, isn't it? You will hear the sound it produces. So when you see the strings of the guitar, we cannot see the strings very clearly, isn't it? Because it moves back and forth very fast. So we cannot see the strings very clearly. So similarly, when you beat the drum, musical instrument drum. So when you beat the drum, then you definitely hear the sound it produces, isn't it? So immediately you place some rice grains. Okay, you place some rice grains or sand on the skin of the drum. What will happen? So the rice grains will automatically jumps, isn't it? So when you beat the drum, musical instrument drum, then you will definitely hear the sound, isn't it? It produces. So immediately you place some rice grains or sand or anything on the skin of the drum. What will happen? So definitely it will jump, isn't it? The rice grains will jump. So why do they jump? Do you know? Any idea why the grains are jumping? Because the skin of the drum moves back and forth very fast. When you beat the skin of the drum, then the skin of the drum moves back and forth very fast so that the grains will jump. Okay. So, how do the sound produce? So, the sound is produced when something moves back and forth very fast. Okay. So, the sound is produced when something moves fast back and forth very fast. Okay. That's how the sound is produced. Okay. And this movement is called vibration. Okay. This movement is called vibration. Okay, children. So, sound is everywhere in the world. There are two types. One is pleasant and another one is unpleasant. Pleasant one is, so if you hear any sound, you will feel happy. So that sound is called pleasant sound. So when you listen to any music or musical instrument or birds chirping, so these are all pleasant sound. Okay. So when you hear crackers or loudspeakers, then how do you feel? You will feel bad, isn't it? So these type of sounds are called unpleasant sound. Okay, unpleasant sound. So this unpleasant sound is called noise. Okay, this unpleasant sound is called noise. So how the sound is produced? How the sound is produced? So sound is produced when something moves back and forth very fast. Okay. The sound is produced when something moves back and forth very fast. This type of movement is called vibration. This type of movement is called vibration. So for that we have seen two examples, isn't it? One is guitar. So when you play guitar string, then you will hear the sound it produces and you cannot see the strings clearly, isn't it? Because it moves back and forth very fast. So you cannot see the strings clearly. Okay, so similarly when you beat the drum, then you will definitely hear the sound of the drum. And when you place, if you place some rice grains or sand on the skin of the drum, what will happen? It will jump, isn't it? Why? Because the skin of the drum will move back and forth very fast. Okay? So, the sound is produced. So, this type of movement, that is back and forth very fast, isn't it? This type of movement is called vibration. Okay? So, shall we read? Yes. Sound. The world around you is noisy. You can hear cars moving, music playing, birds chirping, and dogs barking. Pluck a guitar string. You can hear the sound it produces. Look at the string carefully. Why does it look hazy? Hazy means not clear. Okay, hazy means not clear. Why does it look hazy? Touch it carefully. Do you feel something? Yes, we feel some vibration, isn't it? We feel some vibration. Next example is beat the skin of a drum. You can hear the sound it makes. Quickly Place some rice grains on the skin. Do the rice grains jump? Yes, isn't it? Definitely it jumps. Beat the skin again and touch it carefully. Can you feel the skin moving very fast? Yes, we feel, isn't it? So that is called vibration. So we feel some vibration because the skin will move back and forth very fast. So this type of movement is called vibration. Okay, see, look at that picture. So when you beat the drum with the stick and place some rice grains on the skin of the drum, then definitely these rice grains will jump. Why? Because the skin of the drum will move back and forth very fast, so that the rice grains will jump automatically. Okay? So the skin of the drum vibrates when it is hit. The string of a guitar and the skin of a drum produce sound by moving back and forth very fast. Sound is produced when anything moves back and forth very fast. So, how the sound is produced? The sound is produced when anything moves back and forth very fast. Okay? So see the pleasant sound. So the girl is listening to some music, isn't it? So it is a pleasant sound. So when you hear the sound of crackers or the sound of aeroplane, then you will feel very bad, isn't it? So it is unpleasant sound. Okay? So this type of movement is called vibration. Some sounds are pleasant. The sound of a guitar and the chirping of a bird are pleasing to the ears. But some sounds are annoying. Loud and unpleasant sound is called noise. Okay, loud and unpleasant sound is called noise. The loud noise made by drills, firecrackers, thunder, aeroplanes and vehicles can damage your ears. Even music, if played very loudly, can damage your ears. So these are all some examples for unpleasant sound. Okay children, so these are all the things about sound. Okay, so we have learned the two types of sound, pleasant and unpleasant, and how do the sound is produced. So for that we have seen two examples, isn't it? And we have learned what is vibration, isn't it? So these are all the things about sound. Okay, so the next one is force and energy. Okay, force and energy. So first we'll see about force. Okay, so lift a book or anything, what will happen? So it will come to you automatically, isn't it? So how do they come to you? Because you pulled that book or anything, isn't it? So when you open the window will open automatically, isn't it? How? Because you push the windows, isn't it? So that it will open. So the things will move when you pull or push that things. So when you lift a book, that means you pull that book towards you. When you open the window, you push the window away from yourself, isn't it? So the things will move when you pull or push them. So this pull or push is called force. Okay, this pull or push is called force. Okay, children, this pull or push is called force. So the next one is energy. So when you pull or push anything, we will do some work, isn't it? So when you push the window, when you open the window, we will do some work. That is, we pushing, isn't it? We are pushing the window. So we are doing some work, isn't it? So for doing work, we need some energy. That means our muscles need some energy, isn't it? So if we have some energy only, we can do any work, isn't it? So how do we get that energy? How do we get that energy? So we get energy from our food. Okay, we get the energy from food. Have you all understood, children, what is force? So when you lift anything, that means you pull that thing towards you, isn't it? So when you take an apple from the table, imagine you are taking an apple from the table. What do? You pull that apple towards you, isn't it? Or you open the door or cupboard or any door. That means you push the door, isn't it? So how the things are moving? The things will move when you pull or push that things, isn't it? Otherwise, it will stay as it is, isn't it? So the things will move when you pull or push them. So this pulling or pushing is called force. Okay, this pull or push is called force because we are giving some force to pull and we are giving some force to push the things, isn't it? So this pull or push is called force. Okay, so the next one is energy. So when you open the window, you are pushing the window, isn't it? So we will do some work, pushing or pulling, isn't it? So we will do some work. So for doing any work, we need some energy, isn't it? We need some energy to do some work. So from where we are getting energy? From where we are getting energy? So we are getting energy from food. Okay, so we are getting energy from food. So we get energy from food. So the vehicles, so where do they get energy? Vehicles like cars, motorcycles. So where do they get energy? So they are getting energy from petrol or diesel, isn't it? So we get energy from food. So the vehicles like cars, motorcycles, so they are getting energy from petrol or diesel. Then you all having a toy car, isn't it? Remote control car. You all definitely will have, isn't it? So how do they get energy? How do they get energy? The toy cars. So they are getting energy from batteries. So we will put batteries in the car, isn't it? car and the remote. So they are getting energy from batteries. Okay. So these are all the things about force and energy. So shall we read? Yes. Force and energy. Lift a book. Why does it move? It moves because you pulled the book towards you. Open a window. Why does it move? It moves because you pushed it away from yourself. See? So look at the picture. So the girl is pulling the book towards her, isn't it? So, and the boy is pushing something, isn't it? So a pull or push is a force. Okay. So things move when you pull or push them. This pull or push is called a force. Force can move things. If something is heavy, you use more force to move it. You use less force to move light things. Isn't it? So when you pull a heavy thing, then you have to use more force. Isn't it? So next one. When you move something, you do some work. Your muscles need energy to do work. Where do you get this energy from? So you get energy from food. From where does a car get the energy to move? It gets energy from petrol or diesel. A battery operated toy car gets energy from the batteries in it. So see, the car is moving, isn't it? So they get energy from petrol or diesel. So this is a toy car. So they get energy from batteries in it. Okay. So these are all the